If you guys missed the May 29th workshop, you guys, don't worry. This is your second chance. I'm going to recap and go over all the things we went through during that workshop, you guys. So I'm breaking down everything we covered, our 3-step strategy to grow your remote cleaning business. Okay. I'm breaking down how we find our ideal client. How we find our ideal clients and cleaners. And I'm also sharing with you guys how one of our recent students been able to make $5,000 in their business the first 30 days of operating. Okay, you guys. So go ahead, grab a seat, sit down, listen, pen, paper. This is your guys' recap. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with what the workshop is all about, right? I hold these workshops once a month. Okay. So if you miss this one, I will be having another one the last Thursday of the month. Because I want to make sure that we provide a live, intimate event available for those that need to come learn the business, learn the industry, learn the model, learn the system, and to be able to ask questions. Okay. And then on top of that, you get so many added resources and access to our community. Now, we have our free Facebook group, which is pretty dope. But inside the academy, we also have an amazing community of like-minded individuals that's there to support every single body in it. And it kind of goes live in the chat. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, you guys. But one of the things I want to walk through, like actually what we talked about. Okay. So one of the things that we talked about is how to start this fully from scratch. Now, I realized that I say certain terms like, oh, we're going live or this is our launch date, but I don't want people to overcomplicate the system. Okay, you guys, understanding that there are various pain points that people are going to have when launching their business, right? No leads, no a manual follow-up system, no systems at all, hiring struggles, just everything, right? But understanding that if you work the system, you guys, the framework will literally walk you through what needs to be done. And so many times we overthink this process, right? And I'm going to be sharing with you guys how we do this with our Accelerator program, because this is real life examples on how we do this every single day when people join the program. Okay. Now, with this program, you guys, it's a 4-step system, 4 steps, and it's really just 3, but I love the number 4, and it really is. I guess it's 4, but it's setting up the foundation, right? Through the foundation, you're going to be creating your LLC, your business license, your business name. And for those that don't know, my business name formula is for you to list out what you do, where you do it at, and how well you do it. The how well you do is kind of bonus. And what that kind of sounds like is best Dallas maids. Okay. That is going to help your business become findable on Google, right? Best Frisco maids, top Frisco maids, classy Frisco maids. Like, listing out what you do and where you do it at helps take all the guessing game out, right? Because if you're like Fancy's cleaners, well, like what cleaning what? Are we cleaning houses? Are we cleaning horse stalls? Are we cleaning boats? Are we cleaning cars? Like, you have to indicate what it is that you're cleaning and then where you're doing it at. That's what's going to really help with SEO. Okay. So once you do all the business foundational things, then you want to hop into your market research. You guys, this is the most important part. In the last video, I shared about why some people's thumbtack ads or other lead generation are not working and not profiting. It's 3 reasons. It's either because you don't have the budget, or your platforms are not set up properly, or your company is located in an area that does not have any high demand. So then you're just kind of throwing money down an endless pit, hoping that you're going to see something different. But you may not, because the demand for your services is not in that area. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. You want to make sure that you're doing your pricing research, you guys. Find 5 to 10 companies, search the companies, pull up their websites, look to see if they offer instant booking. If they offer instant booking, go to their booking platform, put in your booking information, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, and find out what the pricing is that they charge for a standard, deep, and move in and move out. Okay, guys, this is what's going to help you to collect the numbers, find out what the medium number is, because you don't want to charge too much and you don't want to charge too little. You want to try to find that sweet spot. And then you want to figure out what your pricing formula is. Like, what are you actually charging per square footage, per bedroom, per bathroom, per type of cleaning? And there's 3 cleaning services that we offer. We offer a standard cleaning, a deep cleaning, and a move in and move out cleaning. Okay. So once you have done that research, now it's time to set up the platforms. Right now, it's time to set up the platforms that you're going to need in order to launch your business. Right. And these platforms are going to be your operational platforms, such as your booking platform, your backend automations, um, uh, your sales platform. So your Yelp, Google, Thumbtack, and Bark, right? You want to make sure that all of those platforms are set up. Then you're going to set up your website. After you have everything set up, this is when you hire. Now, we used to hire before that, but then we were having cleaners asking for proof of business, and they wanted to see our website or our booking platform or look at reviews to make sure that we were legitimate. So now we kind of switch it up a little bit, and we do the hiring after these platforms and these softwares are set up. Okay, kind of just makes it real nice and easy. All right, you guys. Now, after you guys set up your guys' platform, now it's time to hire. Now, with hiring, you guys, I understand that a lot of people will struggle in this. And I'm not even referring to the struggle that comes with finding good cleaners. I'm talking about the struggle, like the mental block that people have when trying to book, trying to call and contact cleaners. There is a student in the academy. She's been a student for quite a while. And she was on our coaching call last week. And she was like, I'm struggling with this because of X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, look, no more is this going to be your struggle. Like, we have to make the conscious decision to move forward in fear, out of fear, no matter if it makes us have anxiety or like whatever it does. Like, we have to make the decision. And I challenge you. The next time I speak with you, I want to hear that you reached out to people. So she sent me a message and she's like, yo, Jazz, I have like 4 interviews scheduled. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so dope, right? And I was just so proud of her because I've been watching and helping her throughout the entire process of her launching her business. And like I said, she's had some mental struggles. And I don't mean like, okay, I'm mentally challenged. I'm talking about just mental blocks, right? Just that lack mindset, that insecurity mindset, right? Like just mental blocks that's not allowing us to do things that we know we need to do in order to get our businesses launched. Okay. And so to see her overcome that was amazing. And then so I got a message on yesterday and she was like, yo, Jazz, I just onboarded 3 cleaners. I said, so I guess I need to go live, right? I was like, yeah, I guess it's time to go live. And it was such like a proud teacher moment to see it because I know how bad she wants it. And I know how bad she desires change for her family and her financial future. And like to see her actually like do the things and overcome is pretty amazing to witness, to be a part of that journey. It's just awesome. So for you guys cleaners, don't expect for the interviews to be perfect. Like, don't expect that whatsoever. You guys like almost expect that it's not going to be perfect. So that way you can manage your expectations, right? Don't go and be like, well, I'm going to be a boss. I'm going to have these interviews and they're going to all want to work with me. Like, no. You guys, I wish I would have recorded my first couple of interviews because they sounded a hot mess. Like literally, I was like, hey, do you like to clean? And she would be like, yeah. Do you have your own stuff? Yeah. Can you get to jobs in this area? Yeah. Cool. When can you start? That was literally the length and how that interview went. And it was horrible, but she was amazing and she stayed with me for like 3 years. Okay. So I'm like, I remember her name. Her name is Christy. I won't say her last name, but I'm always so grateful for her because she was my very first cleaner. And because I started cleaning with in the beginning of the business, it was just her and I. And I remember I was asking myself, like, when am I going to finally stop working in the business, just strictly work on it? And it was in the moment to where like I realized that she was taking more jobs than me and I was still getting paid and still making profit because I had this fear that, well, like if I do the cleans, I'm going to get full percent. But if I'm doing the cleanings, I'm also missing out on new potential bookings as well. So am I really getting full percent or am I missing out on money? Right. So you guys, don't let fear of hiring and reaching out and no's and them asking questions that you don't know the answer to. It's all a part of the process. It's all a part of you growing. There's something that's going to be inevitable. There's some lessons that you're only going to learn in that oops phase. Right now, like we have our accelerator program that we implemented and have in place to be able to help our clients kind of, I don't know, avoid the oops as much as possible. They'll still have their own oops to have to overcome because everybody has a learning journey. But the accelerator program does help you bypass a lot of that, right? So, um, but then just don't have that fear. Just reach out, you guys. Build a list of 100 potential cleaners. You're gonna find these cleaners on platforms like Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Yelp, Google, and essentially what I'm looking for is individuals that's currently operating and providing these cleaning services. Like that's who I want to work with because they have the idea and they know what's included. They know what's the difference of a standard cleaning and the deep cleaning. They know what should be included in everything, right? I'm able to leverage their experience to be able to provide an optimal, excellent service to our clients to build business, right? You guys, we are using the arbitrage system. Like this system is not a system that we made up overnight. It's clearly working for other companies such as Uber and Airbnb and Lyft and all these other companies that partner with individuals to provide and fulfill a service that the company offers and does marketing to bring in people that needs these services. That's what we do. Right. So I like looking for cleaners that's already operating, already providing these services. And I reach out to them. And now, yes, this is more of a cold kind of outreach. And I'm just like, hey, my name is Jasmine. I own a cleaning company here locally, and I'm looking to partner with some reliable cleaners. Do you have time to take on more jobs? That's it. If they say no, that's cool. You don't want to force it because if you force it and you manipulate it, then when it's time to book them, they're going to be no-shows. They're going to be unreliable. They're not going to respond back to you. And you don't have to deal with that, right? Which is why I have my hiring policy of hire slow, fire fast. And then once they show you who they are, believe them. And somebody asked, well, what do you mean by that? Well, if they show you that they're unreliable a couple times, believe them. Believe that to be the truth, right? Actions speak louder than words. If I promise I'm going to be on late, I promise I'm consistent. Well, if you show me that, then that's what I will believe. If you show me opposite of that, then that's what I'm going to believe, right? So that's kind of what I mean by that statement. If they're late, if they always getting negative reviews that they're missing details or they miss the back bedroom or they miss the baseboards, like believe that consistency because that's I could take that to the bank all day versus them just, oh, I promise I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I did do this. I did do this. So I'm like, show me proof. And, everybody can't be lying on you, girl. All right. So you want to make sure that you are continually hiring because you will have to let people go. And that's okay. Understanding that you guys, happy clients is what actually converts and grows and scales your business. Now, happy cleaners equal happy clients equal happy owner. But if you are hiring the wrong cleaners, then that's not going to make the clients happy. And that's not going to make you happy because you can't convert them. Okay. So you want to make sure that you are hiring. Our cleaner requirements is 2 years of minimum residential experience. They must have their own supplies, their own equipment, their own transportation, and have current and valid cleaning business insurance or general business insurance. Okay. So that is what that process is going to look like, you guys. And literally as you complete the foundational work and the market research, that's phase 1. You build out your softwares and your platform, that's phase 2. You do your hiring, that's phase 3. Phase 4 is going live. It's literally conducting a good full overview, doing a test booking, make sure that everything is linked up and set up properly. Okay, nothing drops through the holes or through the cracks. And then you're adding a budget to your lead gen platforms and turning on the softwares and going live. Now, is there some learning thing that's going to have to be done throughout that? Yes. We need to learn about SOPs and return policies. Yes. But essentially, you guys, that is the roadmap. That is the framework to build a business. Real people are getting real results with this framework. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. In that workshop, I literally just had to break down these processes so people can see how doable it is for them to launch their business. It's completely doable. I try to refrain from saying the word easy because it's perspective based, but it's doable. And that's all you need to know is that if somebody else can do it, you can do it, right? This business has no respect of person, meaning that I'm not that special enough for that business to only work for me. The business works because the system works, because we learn the system, we implement the system, and we work the system, not because I'm just so special. Okay, you guys. So, like a couple of questions that people always ask is, well, how much will I actually need to invest in my business for marketing? And I always give this general number, anywhere from like $500 to $1,000 a month. But the most important part is just having the software set up so that way you could be able to make the proper decision based upon like what your numbers are actually producing. I like to do A/B testing, right? Understand that Yelp, you may not go live in. You can test it out, see how well it produces in your area. But essentially, you'll probably go live with Thumbtack and Bark. And then while you're waiting for your Google to go live, then you'll implement Google into your Legion pack. Okay. Let's see. Somebody else asked a question. Let me go to this question. How fast can I find my first client? When you set your platforms up and you position your company in a high demand market, I've literally seen clients turn on their Legion platforms and get leads the same day. Like literally, like no lie. I can't make this up myself. Okay. Let's see. Somebody asked, I'm just doing some high Q&A points about questions that were asked during the workshop. Okay. Somebody asked, can I do this part-time or remotely? Yes, absolutely. You guys, one of our students, one of our clients that went live last month, she is a corporate girly. She works a full 9 to 5 and her business is completely remotely. She has AI automations through Cleaning Biz AI that allows her to be able to not miss any leads, not miss any calls, close bookings on her behalf 24 hours, 7 days a week. Okay. So it can completely be done part-time or remotely Okay. Let's see. Another question is, do I need to already have a business? Baby, this is your business. You don't need experience in cleaning. You don't need experience in cleaning business. You can be a first-time entrepreneur and still excel in this business. In this business, you can still excel. Okay, you guys. So normally at the end of our master workshops, I give people a couple options and choices for them to make based upon the path they decide to go on to launch their business, right? Because essentially you have 3 paths. You could completely do it yourself, take everything you learned during the workshop, okay? And if you're like, yo, Jazz, I really want to attend the next workshop. This is so good. Like the feedback and the recap was good, but I need the live. Sign up for the next live. Get your name on the list. The next live will be on the last Thursday of the month. Okay. But you can either do it yourself, right? Or we can do it with you. Okay. And we can do it with you is our CEO Pathway program. This will give you full access to the CEO Clean Academy, all of the resources, all of the trainings, all of the private master classes. You'll get access to that. You will also get 3 months of additional coaching, okay, to where you're able to attend our live coaching calls that occurs every Monday at 7:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? So we threw that in because we know that individuals are with that program, the Pathway program, they're needing some additional accountability. Okay, they're needing some additional support as they're learning and building and launching their business. So we wanted to provide that for them. Okay, so you can do it yourself, you can do it with us, or you can do our Accelerator program. Now, our Accelerator program is super, super amazing. It's like the best combo, the best of both worlds, okay? Because it combines our done with you and our done for you program, where we are able to build out those areas of your business where people essentially struggling, like the lead gen, the market research, the pricing research, the website, the hiring. Like we will do those parts for you. There are some done for you aspects of the business. But the goal is while we're building, you're learning. Okay. So this program really sets you on the fast pace to get your business launched because our goal is to have you done on these parts anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. Like that's our goal, and we're becoming even more efficient in that process. So that way you have more time with us when you're live in business, because you do get an additional 6 months of coaching. So that way, as your business is going through that infancy stages, when you have all those questions, like your questions are going to change from the time you're launching and planning to like going live, right? Because when you go live, you're going to have situational questions like, oh my God, this happened. How do I fix this? Or how do I do this? And all the things, right? But um, but we're there to support you, right? I told you guys that I lived in that statement. I don't know what I don't know till I don't know it. And most times when I needed to know it and I found out that I didn't know it was in that oops, like for real. Okay. So, you guys, if you're interested, I'm going to put a link in the description. You guys, click the link, schedule a call with our team. Let us know what option is going to work best for you, and we'll get you guys set up. Okay. And don't miss another workshop because, like, they're pretty dope. Just saying. Until next time, you guys have a great one and do all the things of all the things, like, share, and subscribe. There we are. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.